know, um, how easy was it for you to turn the page after last week, 4 on?
I mean, last week's loss, yeah, I mean, it did affect me a good bit, but I mean, we got another game next week, so you know, you lose, win, lose, or draw, you get it out your head quickly. Start preparing for that next week. So, you know, like I said, not just because of a loss, wins too. You know, I enjoy a moment or, you know, grieve on a moment, but after that, I'm on to the next week.
How did it affect you? You said last week's loss affected you a little bit.
Oh, it hurt. Yeah, it's a loss. So, there's some stuff that we could have did better on offense. You know, mental mistakes that we had. Just all around. Speaking on the offensive half, we didn't perform to how we should have performed, or you know, our ability that we should have performed. So, you know, that's never what people want to go into that next week with. But like I said, you just gotta scratch it, clean slate, start over next week.
What was your assessment of your play? Like, what did you kind of draw out of the game last week?
I mean, it was a lot of things I felt like I could have done better. Some things I did notice I did well, but like I said, in a loss, there's always room for improvement. So, you know, just picking up and cleaning up on the stuff I need to correct, and the stuff that I did do well, continue to do well, and just kind of move on to this week.
Good, Gary.
Obviously, if you win Saturday, you'll be bowl eligible. How big a deal? And you've only been here this year, but it's the program that hasn't been to too many bowl games. How big a deal and motivation is that for the guys?
Kind of like, man, from my mindset, you know, like I said last week, it wasn't as much as finding out a bowl or conference, anything like that. It's just win. So, you know, once we win, anything after that win, you know, when the clock hits all zeros, we'll handle it that way. So my mindset isn't on getting to a bowl game or anything like that. It's more so beating Navy and getting what we have to do done, and then we'll worry about, you know, bowl games and stuff like that as it happens. But right now, it's more so beat Navy rather than to beat Navy for a bowl game. When you start kind of, you know, dangling the cheese, you get off task a lot. So my mindset, you know, for the guys, from my standpoint, is honestly to beat Navy more so than getting to a bowl. Let's focus on beating Navy and doing our job, and, you know, the bowl will come rather than focusing on getting it. It'll come.
So, knowing what's at stake, will it be hard to put that in a little area and just kind of ignore it this week, or compartmentalize or whatever to kind of?
You can't ignore it. I don't feel like ignoring it would be a phrase I would use as much as you know, it's the focus, of course, for this team, this program, this university. It's going to be a big accomplishment. But like I said, just kind of dangling that cheese over our head and kind of tricking us and having I felt like we weren't focused last game because of the talk, or, you know, the talk around this. You know, it's just the excitement from this university and, you know, what could happen and what we're able to be in the position that we're in. But as far as the football team, I feel like we just need to focus on Navy and beat Navy.
So maybe we got a little too wrapped up in that last week, or?
I mean, it could be. You know, like I said, when you're dealing with the situation that we were in last week, there was a lot of stuff at stake. You know, so, you know, it's hard to kind of gauge where people's mind were at. But as far as this week coming up, I want to focus on Navy.
What's been the message from the head coach and the staff this week as far as moving on from that and getting on to this one?
Compete and finish. You know, finish what we started. This season we had as I came in, I was told we had a lot of goals and things we weren't accomplished, and like I said, making a bowl was one, and, you know, getting a good couple wins on our belt was another win. And, you know, with Coach Fritz, his thing is we made mistakes in Houston game. We need to correct. Houston did a great job, but main thing is correction. Make corrections off what we made mistakes on, and get into this week and fouling stuff down, and, you know, like I said, getting a win at home.
You were right in there against you. It was 14-9, and then you threw a pass that got tipped and intercepted, and not much went right.
Yeah.
What went wrong for you personally, or what did you feel like after that play?
Oh, after that play, just getting caught in that roller coaster. You know, every game is going to have up and downs, and, you know, just as far as clicking in when the momentum is not on our side. You know, I always was told. Coach Miles told me, you know, my freshman year, I always kind of kept in my back pocket. He said, Big Mo, when she's in the house, it's hard to stop her. But you know, being away and having to focus, you know, throughout the crowd, and, you know, they're gonna play tougher at home. They're gonna play tougher when the momentum's on their side. So just kind of getting the momentum back on our side was tough at that point. But like I said, being the quarterback on this team, I feel like that's my job to kind of get it back in our favor.
If I told you that quarterbacks are remembered by winning games like this, would you agree or disagree?
100%, 100%. As a quarterback, people like throw around stats and this and that, but being able to, at the end of the day, win games, that's what I was brought up on. So, winning games, like I said, no matter how it happens, USF, we won a big game. I had, I think, 10 attempts, won a game. So doing my job at that point, trying to focus on doing this well, just doing my job. If it happens, it happens. ECU had a good passing year. I mean, that's what the game had for me. So just perfecting the game plan and doing what I have to do is a big key. But I would definitely say wins will make people name.
Do you think your temperament helps you in a game like this, as far as like being relatively,
I would say more so just be me. Like, I've never been just kind of a all-around relaxed quarterback. I do feel like I'm composed and very calm and comfortable, but I've never just been relaxed. When I get too relaxed, I get, stuff becomes behind or late or it looks slow. So as far as my mindset, like I said, Navy, it's going to be a tough game, one, because, they're a running team. We're going to have to focus on offense. We may not have many chances. They're a running team. They're good at, keeping the ball on their offensive side. So as offense, I definitely want to focus on, staying on our toes and when we get our chance to be out on the field, making the best out of it.
Anything else?
What stands out about Darius Bradwell as a running back?
What stands out about him?
Yeah.
Leadership, instantly. I mean, nobody told me he was a quarterback when I first got here. I had no clue. That was just the first question I asked. I said, did Darius play quarterback when we first got here? And people told me, yeah, but I mean, I could tell leadership. It's sometimes I'm back there and I may have a problem. He'll tap me and tell me something. I'll be like, oh, okay. Like, I can feel a quarterback-to-quarterback relationship right there. So I would honestly say leadership and just focus. He's a great guy. Like I said, he's helped me out a lot since I've been in. From a running back standpoint, as weird as it may sound, but he slows the game down for me a lot. He'll talk to me while we're back there. We'll have a whole conversation back there. So his leadership definitely helps this team out.
When was the first time you really kind of realized that he was a quarterback and that helped during games too?
It's more so in practice rather than in games. Like I feel like sometimes I have a short-term memory and I look to the sideline, I forget, and he'll just tap me and kind of remind me some stuff, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so he's kind of like my safety net. Darius is my safety net. Without Darius, I don't know what I would be.
And then how about his on-field, his running abilities?
It speaks for itself. He's a tough runner, hard runner, smooth at his size. He's probably one of the fastest out here. So I feel good giving the ball off to Darius.
And you mentioned Les Miles earlier. Happy to see him get a job.
Oh yeah, of course. That's a legend. I mean, having him be in my living room, moments like that I'll never forget. So seeing he's at Kansas and he's going to do great for that program, I feel really good on that.
Thanks, Justin.